to PFI. You need to use their compression tester. I want to verify that the engine is as healthy as it currently sounds. It sounds really good. I think our issue may have only been ring expansion. Even though I got a huge gap on those rings, I'm 99% sure we closed it with the amount of heat in that top part of the engine, you know, with 208 degree IATs. So I want to verify that, and if it's at all possible, if Brent's got a space, I'd love to throw her on the dyno and see exactly how much power she's making on her current settings. I did not bring a computer with me, so there's no changing of the tune. But it'd be nice to find out exactly, you know, where she does sit, because everybody asks for dyno numbers and I don't have them. I haven't had the best track record with putting it on the dyno in the middle of the season, so I wanted to hold off. And so we got through the season, got the races done. You know, now, like, if I pop it now, it'll suck. I don't want to rebuild another engine, but if I pop it now, it's not killing things. I can rebuild another engine and have it ready for, like, if we decide to go to Vegas in December. I've got 2 months to do that, so that's pretty manageable, even if the weather turns crappy, which I don't know if you can see out right now. It's a beautiful day. We're mid-70s, so hello, Colorado. Keep pointing you away from me, I'm sorry. Anyhow, hello, Colorado. That's what our weather's like. We get snow, it'll be cold for a couple days, and then it warms up, but we got sun, and, you know, upper 60s to mid-70s. It'll be this way up through March, part of April. So now you can see why Kyle and Wyatt, those guys, go down to Florida, because the weather's not consistent here. Like, it's nice, but it's not consistent. It's hard to get stuff done. So I will turn you guys back on when I get up to PFI. Alright, been hanging out up at PFI for a little bit now. I went and grabbed Brent's compression tester. We're gonna run through the engine real quick and see what we got. Alright guys, got the test done, and don't really know how to talk about this one, but everything's freaking fine. I was scared, not gonna lie. It's I had a sneaking suspicion that everything was okay, but I was still worried. I won't lie to you. Sorry, shake you guys around here. So now that we know that the engine is very healthy, I mean, 150, 150, 149, 150, 149, 152. Can't really ask for much better. Consistent completely across the board. You know, I got massive gaps on these rings, guys. I got 30 thousandths on my top ring and 35 thousandths on my bottom ring to make this thing live. So, you know, not to beat a dead horse on this, but here's what I think happened again. 208 degree IATs. Sorry to get you guys out. 208 degree IATs. Back-to-back passes. I probably made 6 or 7 passes that day. I think we were just low RPM knock, you know, fuel knock. So I've got to take care of that. 208 degree IATs just isn't good enough. That guy, you know, it's worked for a while, but obviously we are way past his efficiency now. So he's not on the team anymore. We're kicking him out. We're going to get a better player on our team. Get our IATs below 100 degrees. So that's where we're at with that. I got a couple Holly goodies on the way. A new shift light already came. I got it on the dash. So I'm working on redoing some stuff. Like, there's our new shift light. It's a progressive. And we had the shift light up on this upper bar here, along with the nitro switch. I got them down on the seat at the moment. I'm going to get rid of all that wiring. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the nitro switch yet. I'm thinking about making it just activated off the Holly itself and not having a button at all. I'm debating, haven't made any concrete decisions on that. But yeah, so. Hey guys, sorry it's been a while since I uploaded. Haven't been done a whole lot. Getting the car ready to put it on Brent's on Monday. I just changed the oil and put some coolant in it because I've had it drained of water, but since it's still cold, we need a cooling system, so in 50-50 goes. Right now I'm getting ready to take out the old single adjustable QA1s, put in the strange double adjustables. I'm also going to put the new spine brackets on for the lower mount for the shocks. Alrighty guys. Alright, we got the new shocks installed. Nathan helped. Say hi.
Hey.
So, they're in with our new bracketry on the bottom. I seem to have gotten a decent spot for the height. I'm pretty happy with that. We got to get the adjustment on them set. That's only something you can do on the track. So, say bye.
Bye.
We'll see you in the next one, guys. Next clip will be at Brent's. Couple days. Hey, Fawn, would you? $5.34. Alright, so we only made $5.30 on that pole. Jamie thinks that maybe we're just spinning the tires on the dyno. So we're going to sauce it up on the next run and see if that doesn't help. I checked the data log. Boost is where it's supposed to be. So yeah, I would expect more in the 700 range to go in 930. So it's sad it's cooled back down. We're going to give it another run here.
$5.29. It came up about the same and rolled off a little harder.
I changed it from boost by time to boost by gear and locked everything at the same boost cycle.
Cause see, it came up about the same. It's pulled just a touch quicker right there, not much. That might have been the spin tire compared to not spinning right there.
Damn it. Why is it not?
So that's his first gear.
That was 532.
So that was his first gear. That was second?
Second. Yeah. It's mile an hour, everything's the same.
No, that's first gear. Isn't it? Or second gear? Oh, maybe you got to run third gear. I was thinking power glide.
Yeah.
Because it's in my head. But maybe you got to run third.
Go third, see if it pulls more.
Yeah.
So the red one was what you just did, and you're going less and less every time.
Yeah, that top's really good.
So are you blowing through the converter?
Might be. I feel like you're having the same converter issues I was having with the Curse.
This is awesome, right, guys? I'm sure you guys have seen it on his channel. I always like looking at it. This thing is cool. My man Punch. Awesome. We got Fong over here. He just started his little hot rod, the Phoenix. That's pretty cool. Pretty awesome. This is Josh's camera. We stole it.
Yeah.
We just stole Josh's camera.
Yeah, we stole it.
Later, Josh.
Later, Josh. We're making a vlog.
It's the gunmetal gorilla cam now.
Gunmetal Gorilla.
230 kPa.
I can throw some more duty at the boost cylinder and see.
Just
Well,
to see,
so-
I would just see if it goes less mile an hour. You got a pretty good
And
idea.
it's, you can look, this is every pole we've done. So the green one was the first one.
Yep.
Blue one was the second one.
Yeah, just
Red
some
was the last,
trans
so
temp.
it's less and less.
As the fluid gets thinner, maybe.
Definitely less RPM before it pops. So I'm curious. Did I hit?
So you rev this thing to 73?
No, I take it to $8,000. That's
Well,
why
you
I'm
hit it
saying
at 73.
73, yeah. That's,
Yeah, look at safeties and stuff. Yeah.
did I hit a safety? Maybe it was too cold. What is our
147.
47?
That's good thinking, though. Safeties can always buy you. I mean, they're nice to have, but they can sure get you.
It wasn't temperature. I'd have that off. Okay. What was our actual boost pressure then? Still in the 21. I don't know.
Because you rev it to 8, you said?
Yeah.
Go to your rev limiter screen real quick.
I don't know. That's it right there. I lost sync.
We lost sync. Hey, good find, Josh.
How's your sensor mounted? Do we just need to look and see if maybe the sensor's moving or anything?
Or drifting, or
Yeah. Maybe a bolt's loose, maybe something. Something stupid.
so you got a lower sensor.
Yeah, and then the one behind the cam there.
Okay.
Does the belt feel loose at all?
No, it looks great, honestly.
That's got slack
It's
there.
but that's so rubber band that the slack would go away. Yeah. No, not that.
Let's look at.
Do you have VTEC locked? Oh.
So the green one was our first one. The red one's what we just did. And the blue one was the one before that it went off at like 74. So I think this is going to be
okay.
around a 77 like this one was. Yep.
I did system log, so I'm going
Anxious to know.
right there.
Right there.
Yeah. 75. So which one? That's crank it loses. 'Cause the white one's crank, the blue one is the
Yeah.
cam. And
It's still
see, you
picking
get
up
an
cam.
extra right here. See that one extra right in here?
Yeah.
It lost itself.
It does. It totally loses itself, and it starts right here.
It's picking something up.
It starts right at 74 is where it got the extra, and then it's this one's a little off kilter right here at 75,
Yeah, that's all factory stuff.
And it's just a 6-year-old sensor, but it was new, and you got it from Honda,
I
right?
bought it brand new from Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if the sensor's doing its job and seeing something weird with
Yeah.
teeth or
Yeah.
the depth or I don't know. I'm just
Did you modify that crank trigger
The
itself
trigger's
at all?
modified, yeah. Because
Because you knocked a tooth
it was
off.
12 all the way around. I made it 12 minus 1. So it's 11 teeth plus a gap. And it's the same thing we had when we had the cane here. It was the same
Yeah.
virtual setup.
and that one's not risen or anything weird. They can't find it.
No, that's completely gone. You should be able to see it back there.
And maybe.
If it's in the right
I mean, I see the teeth now and stuff, but just trying to get an idea of what's what.
Yeah, because that's the gap right there. That's your missing tooth.
The puzzles.
Yeah.
Yeah, see all this? See, I've got, missing tooth. 1, 2, 3, 4, missing tooth. Half a tooth. 1, 2, missing tooth. 1,
Yeah.
2, missing tooth.
I think
1,
that
2,
sensor's
3,
done.
missing tooth. Like I'm trying, and this is all. This is at 7,200. Now let's.
Yeah. So she's lost, and when they get up high RPM, she's really lost.
Yeah. I mean, it's even.
That's why it's so hard to start too.
See, look down
probably.
here. It's even lost.
Oh, is it seeing the teeth for the timing belt?
That's what this looks like. It might.
That's
be.
what made me think that.
Yeah.
We just did that. Did you hear it? And the fuel pump kicked on.
Did you touch something?
Yeah,
What'd you touch?
I just checked the plug and the plug the back.
Oh, you unplugged and plugged it back
Okay.
The fuel pump,
There's a ghost.
the fuel pump should be coming on.
And then the time didn't
We've
do
had
nothing.
that
Huh?
problem before.
So we do have a major trigger issue on the crankset. The cam looks great. The cam looks great.
Interesting.
all
The
the way
cam was a
across.
hard one to figure out which pieces to put together to make it work. You know. That
Now
took
it's
me
become
a couple
reliable.
of years. Yeah.
Maybe your crank sensor is bad.
That's what I think. Maybe the crank
Yeah.
sensor just took it.
Throw another one on. See how it does.
Yeah.
But is it?
Do you want to see if it's the same as a K series or
lot.
Oh, that's
It's
all
what?
rounded off.
It's been hit so many times.
what's been hit so many times?
The crank sensor.
Actual.
The sensor has a groove where the teeth go.
Oh.
So it literally
Yeah.
grooved the sensor, so it's completely trash.
Well, there's the problem then.
Yeah, there's a whole groove where the teeth go.
Probably it's.
No, we're mixing and matching parts here. Like that happened. The first time that happened was right away. But
This tooth looks bent on the gear itself too.
okay. But everything worked. You know, we had done system log when we first started firing it up because we had the firing order wrong first, sorting that stuff out. And so mixing and matching to find the stuff that would work. We did that. We got everything running, and it's worked up until really the end of last year is when the sinking issues started happening.
What I've seen before is when you hurt the motor and the crank moves a touch.
You know what was a budget fix we just did a month ago?
Yeah.
Was Holly offers a 1/4 inch thick 32 minus
Minus
1 or 32 minus
No, it's
32 minus 1 1/4 inch thick trigger that goes right on that damper.
On the K series one,
And put it. It's a universal.
It's a universal.
you can
that's
get
the
it
bigger
on
problem. With the
shelf
K series,
size.
K series has a different front pattern than like yours
But
does.
No,
we
it's got no
it
pattern
comes
drilled.
blank.
It comes blank.
And then
You
we
have
just
to
had the
drill it.
machinist down the road just
Oh.
punch the holes in it, put it in, built a bracket, put the Hall effect sensor on it.
Yep.
Problem's gone. We just ran into it with another car. That's why I thought of it. It was a pretty budget. We didn't have a lot of money. in it. Turned out good. I mean, that could be an option too.
I'm for anything that makes it better and more reliable.
Amen. Amen.
Obviously, it's hitting that sensor.
Because I really want to see this thing go an 8 this year.
But it's lost for so long.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's probably why the motors, you've had those issues, you know,
Down in the 4,000.
beat bearings out of it and everything else.
Well, yeah, with it hitting the sensor, you know,
Good.
knocking it loose. I mean, that's not very good.
Yeah, I mean, it could. Engine doesn't really know where it
Yeah,
is.
because
So
now the sensor's going in and out, intermittent, probably saying, "Oh, we're working," but now we're not. Once it sees some vibrations, because
the mechanical timing could be
Yep.
weird.
oh yeah,
Good thought on the system lock, but
Yeah, I mean, it
that showed it all.
just made sense, you know.
Alright, we're done on the dyno. We're not going to go any further for risk of hurting the engine at this point in time. You know, Todd's noticed that the trigger itself is hitting the sensor and it's caused the groove to wear. So it's freaking the hell out. We need to do something different. I've exhausted, I think, the length of stock parts usability at this point. Brent suggested getting a Holley blank trigger wheel and external sensor, put it on the front of my damper, and that sounds like a good plan to me, so I think that's what we're going to do. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been a road this weekend. We got shocks updated on this, did a fluid change, but that's it for now. A couple days up here building a new bracket to hold a Holley Hall effect sensor, and then Tom got a new trigger wheel that Jamie had ordered for me attached to my damper, so I'll show you guys that here. Maybe. There you go. So yeah, that's our new crank trigger setup. We're abandoning the stock setup. So yeah, I got it finished up last night. We got it fired. She runs. Gonna have to adjust the tune now. It starts up a lot better, and so obviously my tune was compensating for the losses of the factory, you know, mix and match sensor and trigger wheel. This is infinitely more adjustable, so we're leaps ahead there. I'm gonna get that set up, get it all in the computer. I'm gonna check some fuel tables and see what the learn is pulling out, and then once I do that, I'll start rolling it on the dyno and see if we can make some numbers. Sorry I didn't get any of the dyno stuff. Show you what we did. So 625. Only difference from the 530 before and this is the crank trigger. So nearly 100 horsepower just changing the crank trigger setup. My very last dyno, I forgot to push the record button on the dyno, so we didn't get numbers out of it. But I got a good log. And then my computer's off too. Got a good log, but all my numbers are where I would expect them to be on the data log. Oil pressure, fuel pressure, timing. My fuel map looks good. Timing was landing where it needed to be. Closed loop was, I think the most I saw was like 2%. So I'm not far off on my fuel. Pretty happy with that. So now all that's left is to go run it. Probably do another oil change before we do, but looks like I might be running down with the guys to Houston for Cleveson cars. Probably not going to run a great number down there. I don't expect there to be a whole lot of track prep for this since they're only going to race half the day, but we could start sorting out suspension now. So that's where we're going next. Thanks for watching, guys.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
We're here with Mina from Garage Idiots. We're working on his J Series.
Yep.
We're essentially going to do the same build that we got in gunmetal. So we're just going to clean up some stock pistons, put some cheap H-beam rods on it.
Yep.
And then
Shoot
he's
for the
got
moon.
the good RL cams and Type S heads. So we're going to throw all that in there with springs and retainers from Slick Fab. Yeah.
Yep.
Go to town. So that's where we're at. We've got the block tore down to just the crank and the block itself. Got all our pistons lined out there in the order we took them out. We're going to re-gap the stock rings to fit our needs. New bearings. Everything looks pretty good. I don't see anything to be concerned about. So that's where we're at the moment. We'll check back in here in a bit. Almost a week is a day shy of a full week from the last time with Mina. So I got The engine ready to go here. Same condition we left it in last week. And what we did on the heads, we installed our brand new Slick Fab 95-pound seat springs and retainers. So we're all ready to go on that front. Once he gets here with the pretty much the remaining components, he cleaned up the pistons. We got to put them on the new rods, set bearings, then we can start assembling. He gonna go fast. Probably does not into the sun.
What's that?
All right, Mina's getting our bearings installed,
Yes, sir.
getting them lubed
These
up.
guys looped up.
I took and got all the rings gaps set on the pistons, and we're getting ready to drop slugs in.
Can't wait.
Yep, so as soon as he's done with that, we're gonna move on. Getting this all done, we can start buttoning it up. As I cough.
Yeah.
As Brent would say, we got us a bullet.
Uh-huh. Sure do. Just need about 25 pounds of boost and then time to party.
Got that nice Power Rev Racing
Mm-hmm.
manual tensioner on there. A little bit of bling for the front.
Oh, yeah. Now it's built. No more junkyard motors.
Yeah, we got the clamshell adapters from P2R for the RL cams.
Yep. Got the Slick Fab.
Make sure that we get some torque done on those too.
Oh, I will.
Run those in.
Okay, I'll torque them.
Same thing here.
Yep.
So,
I'll do that
Yeah.
when I get home. Put some injectors, some runners, a twin disc, and then
about
Well,
ready to
like the
go.
can't wait.
Make some POWAs.
Uh-huh. That's the plan.
All right, on guys, this video was all over the place. Got 2 weekends of doing this and me up at Brent's with gunmetal. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. That's Mina.
Thanks for the help. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, take it easy.